Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Sphere Exclusives. Looking for exclusive content from your favorite podcasts here at the Sphere? Head over to sphere.tv/Patreon and sign up today. True Digital Media Consulting. You're online right now and so are your customers, but marketing has to be a consistent journey. True Digital Media Consulting can help with your online ads, organic growth, and so much more. Contact us today at 832-934-4436 or visit our website at truedigitalmediaconsulting.com. coldhardfash.com. At Cold Hard Fash, our mission is to support creativity in fashion, beauty, and the arts. To connect with culture creators, follow us on Instagram at Cold Hard Fash and subscribe at www.coldhardfash.com.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Money Factor here on the Sphere Podcast Network. I'm LaShonda Johnson, your certified financial educator and also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance. And
good morning, everyone. My name is Tony Sanders, also the co-founder of the Houston Housewives of Finance and your certified financial education instructor. Welcome back. It is Money Mondays.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Cha-ching.
Yes. Yes. It's also spring break.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I mean, okay. So
here in Houston, so I don't know all across the,
if it's
else.
not somewhere else, it's coming.
It's coming soon.
It's going to be this week, or anyway, I can't believe how fast this year is going. We're about to exit the first quarter.
It's going.
How's your finances looking? Did you do what you were supposed to do?
Yeah. I saw a post and I thought it was, it was really good. It was saying, so how's your resolutions going, Because we all know that, hey, you didn't stick to them.
About this time, this is about that time when people fall off.
So
they're like, next year.
I need y'all to regroup. It's okay. Start another resolution.
Yeah.
Start all over.
You can't quit. Don't quit. Never quit. Never give up on you because this is for you. Okay?
Absolutely.
So, Tony, we just got off of last week was International Women's Day.
Yes, it was.
Yes, and so this is something now that's becoming more and more popular, in society now. It's been around for a long time, but really it wasn't celebrated as much. But, we're starting to really celebrate women. Yay. Yeah. Can we get some hand claps on that?
Mm-hmm. Recognizing women. Yes. I love it. I've seen all the great posts that everybody posted, celebrating and wanting to collaborate with other women. Hey, here at the Houston Housewives of Finance, we're no different. We appreciate each and every one of you and what you bring to the table. Wow. It's definitely a woman's world.
I love that. Yes, it's a woman's world. So today we're going to kind of talk about some things that are going on in this woman's world.
Okay.
Especially seeing is that we are, like I said, celebrating International Women. I know it was a day, but it's actually
a month.
Mm-hmm. It's actually a month. And so we wanted to kind of share with you guys some statistics and some stories and some things surrounding women in finances.
I love it because you know what? There's a lot of groups out there now, along with the Houston Housewives of Finance that, celebrate women in finance. And I was just looking at that this morning. So this is so funny that we're going to talk about it today. Mm-hmm. I saw one called Leap, Invest Like a Woman. I mean, there's all kind of things out there.
Yeah.
The women in insurance and advisors. I mean, there is so many, and it just makes my heart feel so happy to see that so many women are taking over what used to be deemed a man's
definitely a man's profession. It was predominantly male dominated,
mm-hmm.
and so we're seeing more and more women come on the rise as far as in the financial service industry. Shout outs and big ups to ours, Transamerica.
Absolutely.
More hand claps on that.
Yes.
Yes, Transamerica is the #1 broker dealer for females.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're very proud to be a part of World Financial Group, Transamerica, World System Builder. They're all intertwined, and it's through them that we bring you this message. But the Houston Housewives of Finance, man, I tell you, back in 2015, we started the brand because
Right.
we were focused on not just women, but we were focused on women in the space, in the
Women in
financial
the
services space.
Yeah.
And our goal was to help women to be successful in this industry.
Right.
People kind of had it a little bit twisted.
Yeah, people always thought, "Are you guys only service women?" No,
No.
no. We just wanted to help women that are
Mm-hmm.
that wanted to enter into the financial service space, and it's been a really, really good run. Every day you're coming across new people who are wanting to be in the industry, and they want to know more, about how to get into financial services. So we're happy to bring that to you. So if you are listening, if you're watching us, and you want to get into the industry, just contact us. Contact the Houston Housewives of Finance. Join and collaborate with us, because we're definitely on a movement. I hate that I missed my button. I see you missed yours too.
I did.
But again, we're on a mission to educate 1 million families by the year of 2020, and we want you to be a part of that. And we're always looking for some great leaders who can join us in this campaign to lead this financial literacy movement, because that's exactly what it is when we're doing this campaign. And I absolutely love the direction we're going. We're going
Absolutely.
places.
And not only we're going places, a lot of people are being impacted by our decision to enter into the industry. And so, that we're talking about women, let me just say that statistically it's proven that people like to do business with women.
All right now.
And they like to do business with women because we have an emotional connection.
Right.
And also, we can consider a lot of things that men don't. Men are pretty much
Cut and dry.
straight the arrow.
Right.
But we're a little empathetic, sympathetic, however, whichever way you want to slice or dice it. But we can really relate to the consumer.
Right.
And, speaking of that, we're going to jump into some articles this morning where we can share with you guys just what's happening on the front as far as consumerism, money, finances, as far as women are concerned. And if you're not a woman, don't turn this off.
Right.
Okay? Don't back up because you're like, oh, this is all about women today. Well, no, it's not, because women impact every aspect of our society.
Absolutely.
Including men, obviously, so do tune in, because if you're not a woman, I'm sure you are connected to one. You came here through one, and you're probably going to be attached to one. So you need to understand the psychology of women in this economical system that we're in.
I like that.
Yes.
So you came out, you go through, hello, somebody.
Absolutely. So let's get into the first
All right.
article. I really love these articles. 10 things everyone should know about women consumers. Okay. So this was published last year in January of 2018, but it's very eye-opening. Okay. And so we're going to dive into it. It says one of the world's greatest emerging markets is closer than you think. Women are the world's most powerful consumers, and their impact on the economy is growing every year. The global incomes of women are predicted to reach a staggering 18 trillion by 2018, according to global professional services firm EY. Okay, so since I run a firm that helps business develop marketing and sales strategies for women consumers, I'm constantly about the secret to why women buy and why they don't. While there are no secrets and no silver bullets, here are 10 things to keep in mind when marketing and selling to women. And so this is important because the world obviously, Tony, operates on consumerism.
Absolutely.
But this is the female. This is the year of the female. I mean, the future is female is the theme.
And the power that we have when purchasing.
Absolutely. So you want to jump into number one?
Sure. It says number one, if the consumer economy had a sex, it would be female.
Yep.
Women drive 70 to 80% of all consumer purchases through combination of their buying power and influence. Influence means that even when a woman isn't paying for something herself, she is often the influencer or the vote behind someone else's purchase. I absolutely agree.
It's true.
I absolutely agree. How about number two? It says women have a multiplier effect. Let's see. They are the multiple markets and all in one because women serve as a primary caregiver for their children and the elderly and virtually every society in the world. Women buy on behalf of people who live in their households, as well as extended families such as older parents and in-laws and friends. That is so
Isn't it true?
You know, your spouse, your boyfriend, can you go pick up a gift for them? Can you go do that? Can you go do that? And we go and do it because it's just our nature.
Yes. So you can't get around us.
Right.
You got to come through us.
Right. Like, can you get a card? Can you go get a card? They need a gift. We need to go get them something.
We're going to take the time to really read the card and make sure it matches the person's personality and things like that.
Because that's the worst thing ever to get something.
To snatch up a card. This say happy birthday.
It don't have nothing to do with me.
This don't have nothing to do with the person we're buying it for. So yes, it's true. We're impactful in so many ways, and it affects the spending power. So let's go on.
Absolutely.
Number 3, watch your blind spot. Gender is the most powerful determinant of how we see the world and everything in it. It's more significant than age, income, ethnicity, or geography. Gender is often a blind spot for businesses. Shame on you guys. Partially because the subject is not typically addressed in most undergraduate or graduate level business courses or the workplace itself.
Interesting.
Very much so. Number 4, study women as you would a foreign market. Okay? Women and men each grow up within a culture of their own gender. Female culture should be studied with the same focus that studying a foreign market requires. Cultural differences dictate language, behaviors, and perceptions. And if you want to figure out how to reach the consumer, study the woman.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Study the woman. Men gonna make the money. We spend it.
What they say? Hey, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. All right.
Okay. Let's go on, Tony.
It says the number 5 the name on the credit card doesn't tell the whole story.
That's right.
You better know it. The person who makes the sales transaction isn't necessarily the decision maker. Even if a woman does not earn a paycheck, she is likely the gatekeeper to her household's expenditures. How about number 6? Pink is not a strategy. When a product is offered in only one
Oh
color and the color is pink, it sends a message that we haven't put
any thought
into that at all. A notable exception is when a product is raising money for breast cancer cause. However, unless your company is trying to raise money to support an important cause, it is best that you consider pink as a simple one color among many. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Because the first thing you think about when you see pink is what?
Women, girls, yes, and then breast cancer awareness.
That's it.
That's what you think about. And if this is your idea of let's reach women, let's just go pink.
I don't even like pink.
That's not good enough.
Yes, that's not
good enough.
You know what? Hey, stay away from pink. I used to work with a young lady, sidebar. Her whole entire space was pink. Her workspace, her house, everything. It was just like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. Every woman does not like pink. And if you're trying to reach the masses, I don't think that's a good color to.
Well, that goes back to the former point where it says you need to study,
right?
The habits of women as you would a foreign country. So, hey, it's time for us to talk about our first sponsor this morning, and that happens to be the Sphere exclusive team. Yes, the Sphere has an exclusive team. Looking for exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else? Look no further than the Sphere exclusive found only on Patreon. Okay, so we've got behind the scenes shots happening daily at the Sphere Podcast Studios. Each show on the podcast network, yes, each show curates episodes that are only delivered to Patreon subscribers. So this is the VIP portion of the Sphere. Plus, we deliver the show live from start to finish, so you don't have to jump off when Facebook ends. And you're able to discover what else is going on behind the scenes through the Discord server that is exclusive to the Patreon family. Okay, so you can sign up by going to www.thesphere.tv/Patreon. That's Patreon to join our $2, $5, or $8 Patreon tier and get access to all of the exclusive content we offer at the Sphere. Boom.
Boom. There you
So
go.
that's behind the scenes, VIP, behind the velvet ropes for $2, $5, or $8. Where
You can't beat that.
can you be VIP for those dollars?
Right.
You guys go ahead and get on and sign up for that. Then you won't have to cut off when we say Facebook Live is ending. You'll be able to stay on.
Right.
Okay. So let's go back to this article. Let's see. Number 7, strive for gender balanced teams. If women make up a significant portion of your customer base, they should be represented on your management team. Hello. Research shows that companies with gender-based teams have a higher return of investment, ROI. Okay. So demographic trends. Number 8, demographic trends provides a roadmap. There are several important trends driving the world's female population that impact their purchasing patterns. These should be considered when making long-term planning decisions for your business. And 3 of them include: number 1, globally more women are the labor force than ever before. Women are getting married at older ages. Women and men are having fewer children than previous generations. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dropping all the way down to 1 or -1.
Absolutely.
Meaning they adopt.
It's just so expensive.
Yeah, it's now we're seeing more and more celebrities, adopt children. Not only adopt children, but do surrogates, go through surrogacy.
And I think a lot of that has to do with our careers and things like that. We're wanting
Yes.
to jumpstart our careers and do that first, and then bring children into the fold, which I don't see anything wrong with it, because you definitely want to know that you can afford and give this child the life that
Yes.
he or she deserves. And
Definitely being financial professionals, we know,
Jeez.
what it costs to raise children.
was that 245,000?
Yeah, about $250,000.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 225 to 245,000, not including college education.
Right.
So if you had college education and housing them after college education, and also being the money for them until they get on their feet, I mean,
Right.
that's a house, your retirement. That's a lot of stuff.
Right.
So I understand the delay in having children, because they are quite expensive. We love them, but they have to be provided for, and you have to be prepared to provide for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a expense. That's a price tag right there.
Yes. So, women and men are getting married later.
Absolutely.
There's a lot to be said about that, but especially in this time and age, people used to, get married, by 20, 21, 22, you're married, you're already on the way to your first, second kid. Not anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that's it's tough times right now.
And it's funny that you say that, because I was recently watching, I don't remember what I was watching, if it was CNN or some other channel, and it showed how in other cultures, their parents are now moving in.
Back to the Gen Xers.
That's right. So that they can help this younger generation go out and work. They stay at home. They keep the kids. They cook the meals so that they can go out and
work.
Yes.
A lot of cultures are doing that. They bring their parents in the home so they can save on
Right.
sitter care. And also so that the children can be linked, to the family. It's a way also to provide their parents some additional income.
Man, that's a great hope right there.
Yeah.
When you don't have to get up, you don't have to take the baby out.
You just
You don't
leave.
you just leave, go to work, come home. Your dinner is cooked. You can spend some time with the kids.
Everything is right there at home.
Absolutely.
So there's some privileges to it. Let's go back to the article. We still have a couple of more we need to hash out.
How about number 9? It says women are females first and consumers second.
You
All
better
right.
believe it. Don't forget it.
Don't forget it. Women around the world are more similar than they are different. They are united by their brain structure, their hormone levels, and the biological role in birthing the human race. They are also united by their roles as caregivers, relationship builders, and communicators. I 100% agree. Number 10 is service is key. Say that. I can't even say the word.
Sir, where are we?
Number 10,
Differentiator.
Yeah, say that.
Differentiator.
Because women tend to have higher expectations of customer service. When you elevate a customer's experience for women. You elevate it for everyone.
Correct.
There is a certainly a no doubt women's consumer domination is here for the long term. Is your business ready?
Is it?
Yeah.
You have to ask yourself that. You got to be ready for us as women. And so, the reason we brought this article to you because, man, you have to understand the psychology behind consumerism, and you also have to understand the psychology behind, how women think. Because, the tagline now is the future is female. So, but the future is not just female in consumerism. It's in investing. It's in finances. It's in the job market. It's in, all aspects, so many different things.
Well, it just reminds me of our own tagline. We're the new face of the new age of financial services, because when you think about financial services, you really generally don't think about us.
No.
Not only are we a woman, but we're a woman of color.
Correct.
So, I mean, yeah, it's a big
Which
deal.
again goes in line with International Women's Day. I appreciate the diversity in our company, that there's so many women of so many colors and so many cultures. And that has to be represented because money affects every culture.
And it has no
every
color.
breed. And it has no color. It's
no
green.
color. It's green.
But people are different color shades. And there has to be women in every culture to be able to cultivate that understanding about money as it relates to their particular cultures. So as Tony said before, please reach out to us. If you're interested in getting into the industry, we would love to work with you. You can contact me at LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. I tell you, this is a fantastic industry to be in.
It is.
One thing, let me say this too, because this is a misconception too, that people think that you need a finance degree. I come from a salon background, the beauty industry. I was in the beauty industry for over 20 years, and I was able to come into this industry and just a little under 5 years now, and really learn, and I really love it. I love the fact that I can help people learn about money and become their own money managers, and just help them build their legacy and their retirement, their college planning for your kids. There's so much that we do that's incredible.
There's a huge
and I wish I would have had this.
Yeah, and I wish I would have had it from a woman.
Yes,
I really do. I mean, I love men. Please, let me just say that.
But for those reasons that we just said.
But for the reasons that we just said, some things, when it comes to my car, I gravitate toward a guy.
Right.
Certain things I gravitate towards women. Again, understanding the psychology behind women. And unfortunately, Facebook Live is going to end. And but we do need you to go and subscribe this second, right now, because we're going to get into the financial part of it. And we had to kind of set the stage for women as a consumer, but we're going to talk about finances. We're going to talk about investing and, those kind of things from a woman's perspective. So definitely want you to go right now and subscribe to The Sphere. While you're there, click on the iTunes button and go and write a review. Okay, we need you to share this show. Okay, we say this every week, but we say that with such compassion and such conviction because we're trying to reach the masses. Every Monday morning, we come to you with an intent to educate you, to bring about awareness, and to help you to definitely impose change. Okay, for the better. So share the show on all your social media outlets. We would greatly appreciate that. And of course, we do provide this show to you completely complimentary. However, there is a button available there for you to donate. You can donate one time, or you can become a regular donation patron. Anyway, you do it. We like it. We love it. So do participate in that and do share the show. Okay. So we appreciate you tuning in. Again, the show is not ending, but Facebook Live is. So you have to subscribe to go back and watch the show in its entirety. Okay, so let's move on.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot left to discuss. Let's go to the next article.
Okay.
Tony, this one's a good one.
All right.
Majority of women now responsible for household finances. I see how I said the household finances. Okay, because it used to be taboo that men handle the money.
Yeah, men handled the women. The women stayed at home, had babies, was in the kitchen cooking. And not anymore.
No, it's shifting. It's shifting to women are taking control of the finances. I actually know quite a few women that have always been the one that ran the finances, and in some households it's the opposite.
Right.
And we've even
whoever
said,
is the best person, I tell
let
you.
them do it. We've said that many times on this show. Whoever has that strength, whoever has that discipline, let them do it. But, here's an article that's saying more and more women are doing it, Tony.
According to October 2016 study from Allianz Life Insurance Company North America, Allianz Women Money and Power study, 51% of women claim that are the CFO of their households. Absolutely. Top worries of population are running out of money in retirement and managing and rising costs of health insurance. Let's see. While most feel secure, many are uncertain about their financial decisions. Women are taking the reins of their household finances, but many are still hesitant to do so when managing their careers, according to an updated Allianz Women Money and Power study from Allianz Life Insurance Company of North America. The majority of women in this study, 51%, claim that they are the chief officer household. Seems like I'm reading. Yeah, seems like I'm keep reading the same thing. And more married women, 37%, report being the primary breadwinner of the family, compared to 31% in the study in 2013. So that has definitely risen.
Yes, and so I wanted to, this article is a bit old, but I wanted to bring it out because we did a several shows back. We showed an article that talked about women being the majority breadwinners. So you see, this is now 2019. That hasn't changed. It's actually increased.
Right.
That women are, a lot of households, the woman is the primary breadwinner.
Right.
Or she's earning more.
So we're seeing that shift.
The shift is on the rise, and it doesn't say minority households. It says households across the board.
So that's all women.
It's all women. Going back to the article.
All right, then. It says, well, additionally, 53% of women report that they either have a great deal of responsibility or they do it all when managing the household's long-term savings and investment. Despite having such a large impact on household finances, the number of women who say they have more earning power than they've ever had has decreased to 50% compared to 57% in 2013. Factoring into this perceived decline in earning power, less than half, 44%, claim they have leaned in at work asking for a raise or promotion and they thought they deserve. Absolutely, because I tell people closed mouths don't get fed.
But I'm so proud of the Women's Soccer League. They have taken a stand. They're saying, you know what? You're going to pay us just like you pay the men.
Right.
And they're taking a stand. And the argument is that the men's game men's soccer brings in more revenue. And they're like, no, that's not true. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that folds out.
Yeah.
But you guys, you do need to lean in and know your worth.
Right.
So you have to know that whatever means of income that you make affects your ability to be able to save for your future retirement. So the more you make, the more you can save.
Right.
Notice I said the more you can save.
Not spend.
Because although we do control the dollar, and the consumerism the road to proper consumerism is through the woman, we need to curtail our spending.
Right.
We really do need to consider how we're taking those extra dollars that we're fighting for and how we're allocating them.
Right, because we still are behind in even our saving and investing for retirement.
We are. Absolutely. And another thing this article pointed out up at the very beginning is that they lack confidence. And so that's where the financial education comes into play. You have to get educated. So if you know that this is going to be your role, you need to learn how to do it.
Love it.
You do.
Can we just hold it right there and do it? I want to talk about that a little bit more after we do this sponsor. It says this portion of the show is being sponsored by True Digital. You're online right now, and so are your customers. The question is, how do you actively reach them? Marketing has to be a consistent journey, and we are here to walk with you every step of the way. True Digital Media Consulting can help you with website development, online ads, your business reputation, and organic reach on search engines. Call us today to discuss a customized strategy for your business at 832-934-4436 or send an email over to info@truedigitalmediaconsulting.com. Mention the Spear to receive a free 30-minute strategy consultation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
yeah, we see
definitely.
what you're saying.
That's a very important part of the business. And I see a lot of women marketing their business. Like I said, that's how I see all the other organizations. But I want to go back to what you said. I totally agree that if you are going to be the money manager of your household, if you're going to be the CFO of your household, then you have to get educated. You have to be financially literate. You cannot be the money manager and you're financially illiterate. It just
does not
doesn't
work. No, ladies, yes, you've got to come reach out to us, okay, as women, the Houston Housewives of Finance, and get connected with our workshops, classes. And also do keep in mind that we Tony's a certified financial instructor. I'm a certified financial educator. And so we're qualified and credentialed to be able to conduct classes and workshops, in the business environment, in churches, organizations, speaking engagement. Reach out to us. We're here to help. We're willing to impart our knowledge to the general public. That's what we've been doing now collectively for going on 15 years. So please reach out to us. You cannot hold a title that you're not qualified to hold.
Oh my gosh, can you say that again?
You cannot hold a title that you're not qualified to hold. Otherwise, guess what? You're going to take your company, which is your household, into financial ruins if you're not prepared to be able to hold that position properly.
And let me say this, because social media is a big thing. It's a lot of marketing going on, but just make sure that you're copying the right cats, because there's a lot of information out there. And how do you decide who do I follow? What is right and what is wrong? Come learn for yourself.
Correct.
Don't take it from anybody else. You have to learn.
Yeah, I mean, I when it comes to our money, we're pretty much tight-fisted, and we should be. When I say tight-fisted, I mean we're just really secretive, or we hold that close to us. Lots of times we don't want to get help from people like Tony and I, because it's our finances and it's private and things like that. But if that's the case, wouldn't you can publicly get help? That doesn't hurt anything. Right. You would think that people want to grasp a hold of knowledge to make sure that they handle what's so near and dear to them properly.
People don't want to be transparent. I
like,
don't want you to see that what you see on social media is not the real me.
But coming to a class is not a reveal of you. It's you getting some information. And who knows you're in the class? Nobody has to know that.
Right. And most people just don't know what they're going to expect. So you just got to come out so that you can, find out. That's the only way you can come on. That's the only way you're going to learn. So you can come tomorrow. No, actually not tomorrow. What is today?
Oh, today's Monday.
Today is Monday. You can actually come Saturday. You can come Saturday now at 13831 Northwest Freeway. That's Suite 215. That's Houston, Texas 77043. We're at Tidwell and 290 in Tidwell, okay? So now it's on Saturdays, but hey, you can contact your girl one-on-one. I'll be more than happy to do your church, your university, your organization, your family, just to get educated.
I don't know that you guys know that, we've been in so many different organizations, colleges.
This weekend, shout out to the Women's Council with the National Black Real Estate Association. I had the honor and pleasure to do our workshop number 1 at Texas Southern University Business School of Business, and it was a great turnout, and a lot of people learned a lot of stuff, and I got great reviews on the class.
You guys, just over 45 days ago, we were in Houston Community College teaching, which is, we've been doing that now for almost 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years, 3 years, something of that nature. But we're in so many aspects of the community being able to bring education. So if Saturdays doesn't work, you can come out on Wednesdays. Come to the West Houston area. Come to 11111. That's 51 Suite 100, and that's Katy Freeway, Houston, Texas 77079. So Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. and also Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. you can come out and get educated.
Right.
These workshops are complimentary. They don't cost anything. I think your materials are $6.
$6.
Less than you're going to spend on the coffee that you're going to have sitting on the desk when you're at the workshop. So come on out, you guys. If that doesn't work for you, then if you're in the Pearland area, there is a workshop there on Thursdays. There's an overview on Mondays. And that address is 11233 Shadow Creek Parkway, suite number 255. And that is Pearland, Texas, 77584. So, if that doesn't work, there's other locations. We have locations all throughout the U.S. and in Canada. And like Tony said, we're willing to give you what you need on an individual basis.
Right.
But you must reach out to us, okay?
Now,
So,
we got to brag on ourselves a little bit,
yes.
though. This campaign, I don't think you guys know how big this campaign is. Shout out to all of our colleagues on the East Coast. Let me tell you something. World System Builders has taken this campaign to Ivy League schools, to Harvard, and also to Columbia University. So, hey, if
the FBI.
to the FBI, let me tell you something, you guys. If you don't think you need this, think again.
Yeah,
Think
it's
again.
the need for financial education and financial education support and services is becoming more and more mainstream. And when I say mainstream, I'm not talking about just your household. We're talking about governmental agencies, universities, corporate entities. We're talking about churches, organizations.
Right.
People are the topic and the conversation of money and the lack of how to manage it is becoming a global conversation.
Absolutely.
And so, I'm just thrilled that we've actually the ones that started this movement as far as educating people in our national campaign for financial literacy. And our goal is by next year, 2020, to have educated 1 million people. Already the tools that we use to come to you every Monday and also in our workshops are well over 1 million in circulation. So it is needed. And if you think you're exempt from it, then are you going to be in for a rude awakening, because the topic of money is becoming more and more relevant every single day. And more people are discussing it. But like you said, Tony, you need to make sure that you're getting your information from the right accredited sources. Okay. So please, again, you can text us. Our text code is 31996. In the message field, please type in ask, HHOF, all one word. Please, they can follow us on where?
Oh, you can follow us on all our social media outlets, including Instagram. We're on Facebook, of course, as the Houston Housewives of Finance
Official.
If it doesn't say official, it's
not us.
We're also on Twitter. We're on Meetup. We're on LinkedIn. Just Google the Houston Housewives of Finance. I guarantee you'll find us.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of you are doing that too, because some people have reached out to me and said, "Oh, I just Googled finances and you guys popped up." And I was like, okay, this sounds like somebody I could work with. Because we come to you with a lot of knowledge, but we also come to you from a perspective of we've lived the stuff that we're telling you should get away from. We don't come to you in these these ivory towers and act like, oh, we've not experienced the heartaches of, poor money management. We have. It actually was the road to lead us to this
where we are
actual
today.
seat
Absolutely.
that we're sitting in today. And so we can relate to your circumstance. We don't judge anyone. This is a no judgment zone, but you do have to reach out to us, because we can't come snatch you up by your shirt collar, which is something we would like to do.
Right.
But we can't do that.
If I may, can I there's a lot of people who are claiming to do financial literacy.
Yeah.
We do personal finance, okay? We do anything from cradle to grave. So not only are we going to educate you, but we can provide you a service and a solution. Be very careful when they're saying it's financial education. I'm not saying that it's not a lot of different avenues of financial education, but where is it that you need it the most? I had to break it down to somebody, and I
did too this past weekend.
I had to break it down to them. And on top of that, I started thinking about it. I was like, look, you're going to get all of these classes: increasing cash flow, debt management, building a strong financial foundation and proper protection, building asset accumulation. Man, there's so many classes, and you need every single one of them. So when I figured it out, I said, okay, we have all these classes. They're like $1 per class. Get out of here. Shut the front door.
Shut the front door, the back door, the side window, and everything. Lock yourself in so you can get your head right.
Yes, I'm talking about
crazy.
There is 52 weeks in a year. You need to commit yourself to a couple of months to get financially educated. I'm talking about just 2 hours of workshop. Come on, you guys.
It's really no excuse for it.
There's no excuse.
No, it's really no excuse for it. And the excuse that people would primarily have is that, oh, I don't have time. So that means you have time to blow money and waste money, and you don't have time to figure out your life
financially. Break down your time. I use your little time factor all the time. Break it down.
I mean, you guys, come on now. There's so many hours in a day. Okay. But typically, most of us, we spend about 8 hours on a job. Okay. We wake up the first couple of hours, we spend getting ready to go to that 8-hour job. Okay.
And the first 30 minutes probably on social media.
Exactly. So by the time we just take care of our 8 hours at our job and the first few hours of the day, we're talking about that's probably about 13. Let's round it out to maybe 15 hours. Okay. We spend roughly a couple, 4 hours or so in the car. Okay. Driving to and fro. So, that's what, 20, what is that? How many hours
I'm
is
not even
that?
counting because I was going
Okay.
to break it down to you even easier. The way you broke it down
Yeah.
to me was, look, there's 168 hours in a week. Even if
In a
you
week.
work 40 to 60 hours a week and you sleep in 8 hours a night, that's 56
56
hours.
hours.
There's 72 hours left. What the hell are you doing in those
Yeah.
72 hours?
What are you doing?
So don't tell me that you don't have enough time to change your life financially.
In a week's period.
In a week's period.
Yeah, so I was drawing the scenario of on a daily basis, we can control how we manage our time,
Right.
but we don't. And then of course you cannot take those 8 hours because we don't work 8 hours 7 days a week.
We sure don't.
So
You got a lot of time.
it's not adding up. You do have time.
Right.
It's just that you don't want to allocate it for this.
All right now. Well, this portion of the show is being sponsored by Cold Hard Fash. Cold Hard Fash is a cultural lifestyle brand of designer and trend-setting platforms and social experience in the art, world fashion, cultural, politics, sports, health, and fitness. We offer a curated culture of creatives and cultural influencers, professional innovators, and the social elite. Our cutting edge style with fashion as a guide meets you in all areas of life to provide the commentary and the connection for the consistent evolution of your runway. So, do you want to stay ahead of the culture? Do you want to cleverly experience the inspiration and ingenuity with our creative community? Then follow us on Instagram at Cold Hard Fash and check us out and subscribe to www.coldhardfash.com to join the conversation. I always get tongue twisted.
It is.
It's a lot of
It is.
C's and a lot of moving parts, but hey, Cold Hard Fash.
Cold, hard, fast.
Yes, I right here where it says we offer a curated culture of creatives and cultural influencers.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Cook.
Check them out. They're on Instagram.
Yes.
Cold Hard Fast.
Yes. Let's get back to the topic of cold, hard cash.
All right.
So let's go to this article. Let's go back to this article and see what else it has to say. Okay. Financially savvy but uncertain about decisions. This is C. Okay. The survey also found that the majority, 58% of women, feel they are more financially savvy than their spouse or partner, and nearly 7 out of 10 respondents, 67%, report that becoming more knowledgeable and involved in managing finances made a difference in their quality of life. Hello. Not more knowledgeable. Okay. However, while 68% say they feel financially secure, many still report uncertainty about their financial decisions.
Many.
Only education can give you the confidence to make those decisions. 61% of women wish they had more confidence in their financial decision making, and 63% wish they knew more about financial planning and investing.
Well, we just gave you the tools.
We just told you what to do. You've got to come to us and let us help you.
Right.
So, I mean, there we go. You're saying that you don't have the knowledge, you lack confidence. Well, education is the gateway to change. So you increase your confidence through education. You increase your knowledge base through education.
Right.
And then if you have confidence and knowledge, then you can make proper decisions.
I love it.
But then you also need the guidance of a professional
And-
because you don't know what you don't know.
Hello.
You don't know. They don't know what they don't know.
Right.
We didn't know what we didn't know until we became exposed to what we didn't know.
Right. And that's exactly what it is, LaShonda. That just get exposed to what you don't know.
We're all about options here. I do want to say that, financial education, you guys, is the reason we drive it so hard is because there's a complex litany of things that's out there as it relates to credit cards, stocks, mutual funds, bonds, and finances out there. Is so much. And so education, it at least equips you to be able to make a decision in the direction you should go, an informed decision, a proactive decision with the financial professional. And so if you're left on your own recognizance to figure those things out, and you have no clue or basis of knowledge, then you can make a fatal mistake. And when I say fatal, financially fatal mistake, because it costs you not to know.
Right. Absolutely.
And I mean, it costs a lot not to know. Go ahead and park your money in something that's tax deferred and not understand the consequences of it. In your mind is thinking, oh, this is all mine. And then you get to the end of the line and you're figuring out that 30-40% of this is washed away in taxes. Well, you can't reverse that. You can't reverse it. You have to liquidate it and you still have to pay.
Right.
So you have to make
There's no way around that.
the decisions you make, you're making with the proper knowledge. And so we push knowledge and options. If you understand all of the options on the table, then you can make an educated choice with a professional.
Right.
Even a doctor does that. If there's a particular diagnosis, then the doctor will tell you all of your options to treat it, and he will educate you through those, and then you two together come up with a solution for your situation.
Absolutely.
No different than money.
I love it.
I mean, it's no different. But, so I don't know why that we overcomplicate the process to be able to be more strategic and knowledgeable about our finances and personal money management. Why are we so difficult?
Right.
When it comes to that.
I just, over the weekend, on social media, I just keep seeing all these companies saying that they're financial service. But when I click, it's not, I don't even know what to say. So I think it's a misconception out there, and people are confused. Even those people who run those sites are confused about
financial education.
Yes.
So let me just say this to you guys. Again, like I just said, there's so many rules as it relates to finances, okay? But then there's basic knowledge that you should have. And there is a proper way to build your financial foundation. We've covered it many times here on The Money Factor. But a lot of people, their education is geared towards the topic of investing. And that's not, financial education is being able to help someone to be well-rounded. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then when you do get to, because we're advocates of investing, we say all the time, you need to make your money work for you.
Right.
But there's a proper time and place, and there's a proper order. And so a lot of people are jumping on the roof of the house, which investing is the roof of the house, because you should be building everything solid from the ground up, just like your physical house. Mm-hmm. And so when people jump into one aspect of their finances without addressing another, again, we're talking about, financial detriment. I mean, it's just really, it can be really, really bad. Right. So you jumping into an investment pool and you have no emergency fund, it just does not make sense to do that. And so, but you don't know that if you have not received the proper knowledge and education.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay? Let's go back to that, to the article.
How about the fears and concerns? Even though most women claim they are financially savvy, nearly 2/3 report financial information and various investment options available to them can be overwhelming. Additionally, running out of money in retirement and managing rising costs of health insurance remain at the top worries that keep women up at night. I totally agree. Having the right support can make a major difference. 30% of women report that using a financial professional for guidance, and 75% of those wish they had done it sooner. Absolutely. It says still, many feel left out of the financial planning conversation. More than half, 51%, claim that financial treat their spouse and partners as a decision maker, and that this happens regardless of whether the financial professional is male or female. Choosing a financial professional who understands the needs of the modern family can help sift through investment choices is a key factor for women.
The modern family.
Yeah, I don't know.
What does that look
you.
like to you guys?
Hello.
The new faces of the new age of financial services.
Now, how about you? But when I'm out and I'm talking to families, me personally, I'm talking to both equally, 50-50. And I tend to more have a conversation with the person who is the money manager or who is the CFO of the house, because we can talk and have a conversation and they understand. However, that other person, they may feel neglected and they feel left out because they're not knowledgeable. That's why. But if you get educated,
and they tend to not want to have the involvement, they kind of just zone out mentally.
He got it. She got it. He
handles that.
And some of you guys don't even sit at the table.
No, they just do not even participate. And so we're the ones trying to reel them in. This needs to be something that both of you participate in. Both of you need to be knowledgeable about. Both of you need to be making these decisions. That's something that we're pushing. And in those households, they're like, yeah, but no, she handles that. Yeah, but no, he handles that. Yeah. When it should be a joint effort.
It's a joint effort.
Yeah, she or he may handle it, but you need to know what's going on.
Because what if something happened to the money manager of your household? Can you say that you would be knowledgeable enough? Are you confident enough to take over that role?
Most people are not.
They're not.
I mean, I know I talk to people like that. They're like, okay, I didn't even know what this was. I didn't know. So many, on both sides, the female side and the male side. And they're saying, I didn't know, what we had in the bank. I didn't know. You guys, that's not okay.
It's not okay.
That's not okay, because sure as my name is LaShonda, one of you is going to depart, first. And so you got to understand, what is going on with the finances. I mean, this is a topic that we just have to do better. Yeah. We've got to stop pushing it off, and financially to push it off on one person, that's a lot too. That's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot.
So with that being said, I believe that couples need to come out to our financial National Campaign for Financial Literacy workshops, because this is a couple thing, especially if you're a couple. Of course, singles are definitely welcome, individuals, businesses, but
couples.
If you're engaged.
Dating and engaged couples. You guys, you do premarital counseling, you need to do pre-financial counseling.
Yeah. And money breaks up to a lot of relationships.
We know that's number two. It's number two behind infidelity, and what the reason people sometimes infidelity is because of the money issue.
I was going to say it's number one. If you have a money problem, you got a problem. You have a problem.
You have a serious problem.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And so don't let this continue to be a problem, okay? It doesn't have to. You can reach out to us. I'm LaShonda J at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com.
And I'm Tony S at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. You can reach us again on all our social media platforms. Yes. We're on Instagram. We're on Meetup. We're on LinkedIn. We're everywhere. On Twitter. We're also on Facebook, of course, as the Houston Housewives of Finance official. If it doesn't say official, it's not us. That sums it up right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like that it says 75% of them wish they would have done it earlier, sooner.
So you need to do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, text us. Here's our text code. It's 31996. In the message field, please type in Ask HHOF, all one words, and we'll respond. And you know what? Take a look at our website, okay? That's www.hhofinance.com. You can click anywhere through there where it says schedule an appointment, and it will take you to the place that you can schedule an appointment. And as you can see, those appointments are free.
Right.
Okay, so there's no excuse. Just click on it and it'll give you options available, and you can schedule an appointment with us. If you just that's shy and you just want to go straight into the appointment process, you can do that. I know Tony has her own appointment process. You can schedule appointments with us. We each have our own individual text codes as well. You can text, what is yours, Tony? Hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony. Okay, it's Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony. HEYTONI to 31996.
Yes, and I'm Bill Wealth. You can type in Bill Wealth, all one word, to 31996. You guys, there's just we got to stop making excuses. Yeah. Okay, we said that this was going to be the year you fix your finances. Get yourself together.
So make a decision.
Make a decision to change.
Yeah.
Okay, go follow us. Come see us. Contact us. Do something. Be an active participant in your financial future.
And let's do this before we get out of here. We definitely have other affiliates that are associated with the Houston Housewives of Finance. And I want to personally, and I know LaShonda also wants to do it, we want to dedicate this show to Miss Keisha Berry and to Miss Glenda Frazier. They lost their mother and grandmother. And they have supported us from day one. So they're our day ones. We want to let them know that we're definitely praying for them and wishing them the absolute best during this difficult time.
Okay, you guys, cherish your mom, cherish your sisters, cherish your wives. Time is short. We never know when we're going to leave here. But appreciate the women in your life.
Absolutely.
And, do what you can to show them that you appreciate them as well. Okay. We appreciate you tuning in today. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, right here on The Money Factor. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.